Welcome to the Dawg Chug. Ross, Roger, how's it going? Guardians are kicking butt.
Roger told us.
Oh, yeah, wow.
That's all I do.
I hadn't looked at the score in a while. Look at that, man. How about that?
Yeah, baseball is easy, apparently.
Baseball looked easy tonight.
I turned the game off on, and 1 minute later, Jose hits a grand slam. Baseball's easy.
Baseball's easy. I don't know. Everybody makes a big deal about it.
4 points in just one swing. That's ridiculous.
I do want to point out that YouTube's been giving us a little bit of an issue. I guess thinking our content's a little too risque. So tonight we're going to try and do a clean Dawg Chug episode. So we're going to try and eliminate the curses, and we'll see how we do. It's probably going to be a disaster. But I was about to say the Guardians are kicking. I was going to say a different word, but I censored myself and I said but.
Wow.
So we're going to have a Dog Faith episode again?
We're having Dog Faith, yes. And I just want to point out that there's way too many seltzers when Great Lakes gets into the seltzer game. That's not good. Shame on you, Great Lakes, and shame on me for buying. But let's see how this is.
Drink local.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. I can't wait to drink six of these. That's going to be great. All right. Well, anyway, let's bring on our special guest tonight, coming in from the Yard Dawgs network, from Network 216, Mikey P. Welcome to the Dawg Chug. There he is.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Welcome, Mikey.
And I just noticed the Guardians are up 13-0. I had it on my phone because I can't get my Fire Stick to work on the TV, so we got to pull up on the phone. It's 13-0.
That is awesome.
Hey, you know what happened to me? I had a chance. My 13-year-old Dawson, Bulldog 55, he got called up today from go play 18U. But here's the thing. I dropped them. When they go, actually, our daughter drives them to the ball field. I got the 2 young ones. They didn't have an umpire. If I was there, I would have been able to ump the game. They would have played the game. But I was running. I was in McDonald's drive-thru getting Happy Meals, and they forgot like half my order. And I'm like, son of a monkey, what is going on? You know, when I'm driving. And I was late for his game, but he was out there playing the hot corner. He did some catching 18U.
Wow.
So I thought I'd drop that story on you. It's this close to call, but I'd ring him up in a minute. I'd bring him up.
Well, careful with your son of the monkey reference. That's getting really edgy.
Ooh, that's tough.
All right. Well, Mikey, we're glad you're here. We're gonna talk to you in a minute, but first we're gonna educate our fans on what's going on in everything sports in Cleveland with the Dawg Chug updates.
All right. I think I'm up first. Here we go. Cleveland woke up today to an air quality alert as the Canadian wildfires descended on the 216, causing outage from Northeast Ohioans that are forced to remain indoors today, complaining about their unruly neighbors to the north. In other news, Cleveland, Ohio was ranked 9th against all other major cities in smoking marijuana, as we can't get enough in our systems and drown out the misery our sports teams deliver and how pathetic our lives are.
It is a little hypocritical. We're so upset about this.
Miles Garrett attended its pro camp youth football clinic and was said to have looked leaner. When asked about if he had dropped some playing weight, he brushed off the question, claiming he just got a shave. What he didn't say was, while he was shaving, he was with a younger woman, rounding third base in his Porsche, going 135 miles an hour down 480.
Rounding third base. Good edit, Ross. That's very clean. But we all know what he was actually doing. Today, the Cleveland Guardians, after all their turmoil, are about to win against the Kansas City Royals, which will propel them to first place and put them in the driver's seat to get back to the playoffs with a year of experience under their belts. Now, this goes against conventional wisdom that dullards, Roger, like to point out that baseball is hard. For the American League Central, baseball is actually mediocre.
All right.
Very true.
Back to football news. Adam Scheffler tweeted out today that another list of players are expected to soon be suspended for gambling and threatening the integrity of the game, even as the NFL continues to get in business with the casinos. Don't worry too much. As the Dawg Chug can confirm, these suspensions will only be enforced against the lowest tier of players most fans haven't even heard of. Has-beens that are coasting on name recognition, which should have probably retired, or Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
Offensive coordinator Brian Callahan was asked about his star quarterback on the Locked On Bengals podcast and said he'd mastered the Bengals offense and was more like a coach than a player. First of all, I can't even imagine the fines the NFL would throw out if a coach was dressed like a hentai pimp. But the real story is, shame on you, Mike Brown. This is the Bengals' new strategy on the upcoming contract negotiation to try and weasel out of paying Burrow the $60 million a year he's worth and pay him the minimum wage coaches make.
All right. Many players have expressed disinterest in the new helmets that the NFL has made for player safety. It's called the Visus 02 Matrix, and it was designed for this season. Now, going against that trend, Kenny Pickett admitted he would actually wear the helmet due to it having more protection in the back of the helmet. The Dawg Chug correspondents asked Kenny if he wanted the helmet, worrying about guys like Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, and Trey Hendrickson smashing his head into the turf. And the player admitted, not really. I really expect to be a backup by week 6. And I actually want the helmet because when I do my second job on the side, filming all these adult scenes, all those dudes' hogs keep slipping out of my mitten hands and whacking the back of my dome.
Well, that was cleaned out.
All right, now we have Roger's top 10.
Oh, boy. You know what? You guys, all over the country, all over the world, the Cleveland Browns have the biggest fan base in all of sports. We're the greatest ever. We have the best fans. And the Cleveland Browns have Browns backers all over the world, right? And these organizations have to have people that run them. You got vice president, you got presidents. I think the one in Pittsburgh's got a sergeant in arms, actually. And then you got a treasurers, all right? And those are the guys that deal with, these are the top 10 problems Browns backer club treasurers face during a Brown season. These are the problems that a treasurer is going to face during a Brown season. Number 10, they run out of money for rounds of Jello shots at halftime. Yeah, that's good. Number 9, they try to convince the entire club immediately after a big Browns win they absolutely do not have enough money in the treasury to fly everyone to Cleveland for the next home game. We get a little riled up. Number 8, getting back the down payments made in August on the Super Bowl tour bus for the Super Bowl 50 and 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. Number 7, cleaning up the mess left by the previous regime who renamed the club Feeling Dangerous and Tidewater. Number 6, selling brown squares in November when you're 3-6. Tough gig right there.
Or t-shirt.
Number 5, casino night that was run by the 2 new members, Big Louie and Sneaky Pete. Number 4, trying to convince an angry club immediately after a Browns lost to treasurer. He absolutely does not have enough money to fly everyone to Cleveland to fire Kevin Stefanski. Don't tell Lena. Number 3, the insane amount of vet bills the new club mascot racks up. Don't get a dog. Number 2, being audited because some club members question all the new homage gear shirts, hoodies, you're now showing up to games in. That elite swag will catch some eyes. And the number 1 problem Browns backer club treasurer runs into during the Browns season, 10-cent beer night fundraiser at the local bowling alley.
Ooh, nice. Well done, Roger. You read that like a champ.
I have big band music in my head every time I do the top 10, like Dave afterwards. So someday maybe I get 216 to spring with it now that they, rolling in some dough over there. We've got to stop swearing and stuff.
Roger, we even got our own koozies.
Oh, wow. I want one of those. Hey, Mikey P, man, welcome to the show. I got some news today, Andy.
Yeah.
The Browns Backers Clubs, there's actually going to be, Mike, tell us about what's going on in Cleveland real quick, or what's going on with the Backers Club coming up.
Yeah, in August, they every year they have a Browns Summit. And of course, this year is a little different. It's typically around Hall of Fame weekend, so it kind of coincides with that. But because Joe Thomas is going in this year, and the Browns are playing in the Hall of Fame game, it's actually going to be 2 weeks after the Hall of Fame game. But all the Browns backers, presidents, and their guests are going to get to spend an evening and have dinner with Joe Thomas on Friday night.
Wow.
And then Saturday we'll be at the Hall of Fame game. I mean the Hall of Fame for a tour, and then Sunday will be training camp. So it's going to be a fun-filled, packed weekend. I will be in Ohio in August.
That sounds.
Hey, is that the weekend that we'll be at training camp doing the? Oh no, we're not, will we?
We're going on August 7th, which is Monday. So it'll be a little bit after that.
You guys are 2 weeks before I'm there.
That sounds amazing. You got to come back on and tell us all about the experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah,
he's so awesome.
Before. This is it's probably the biggest guest they've ever had.
Mikey P said he wanted to see catch a Cards game maybe while he's in town that weekend, and then he said he'd spring for the whole thing. He's buying beers. We all know.
I'm in. That's
Right.
gonna be
Guards play the Motor
I
City
told you.
Kitties.
I told you I can get the guys in, Mikey. That's all it took.
I think the Guards play the Motor City Kitties that weekend too.
Oh yeah, Detroit.
Speaking of Guards, I got to take the fam to their first Guardians game, and wow, was that not fun? Because
Did you make it the whole game or no?
we left at the 6th inning. At the end of the 6th inning, I thought we were gonna have to leave at the end of the 4th inning because the kid was really fussy, the 8-month-old, but he did.
Man, last year that would have been like the 4th inning or the 3rd inning.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the game's moving a little bit faster. But we did end up having a lot of fun, and I racked up a pretty good bar tab. So, yeah. So bring a lot of cash if you're going to do that, because we like to drink.
I got a question for you, Andy, because I saw y'all's picture. Like, did you guys coordinate all wearing the same color blue jeans and shirts and hats that weekend? Like, because you guys were like twinning on these.
Well,
so
I was wondering the same thing.
Nick took a picture of us. You couldn't see it. You can only see his shirt. He was actually wearing shorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My wife was very concerned it was going to be too cold, and then it ended up being way too hot. So, anyway, it was good seeing Nick and Jacob. We had a lot of fun. All right. Well, we're going to. Oh, wait. I want to hear about the Yard Dawgs podcast. Let's. Yeah. Tell us all about it.
Well, we're on every Tuesday night, of course, on the network 216 on Tuesdays from 7 to 8. We're actually on a little bit of a summer hiatus break right now for the next couple weeks. Jason's going to be on vacation, and next Tuesday is July 4th, so no show next week. And Coltrane has a week vacation, and I'm going to take some time off too and do some fun stuff around here. But every
drag
Tuesday
you
night
out here before you
have fun and talk Browns, and it's a little tough this time of year because there's not a lot of news going on. But training camp's getting ready to kick off, and then it's all she wrote from basically August, the end of July to August through the end of the year. Like, it's content every week. So,
what was your edgiest show, and did it involve any Nazi references?
No, I don't think we've had any Nazi references. We did have a guy on one time.
Was it fascist at least?
I don't know. I think it was fascist. But we had a guest on one time that wouldn't talk, or he would like mumble, to where you couldn't understand. You couldn't understand him. So it got to the point where we had all these questions we were going to ask, and then it was like we were like, oh shit, you just gotta roll with it and go off.
There goes our clean show.
You ever had a drunk guy get in his car and go try to get more beer during the show?
We have not had that happen. Yeah,
No, that's probably the stuff that gets us in trouble, Mike.
I think that's our that's
Roger,
on,
that's what you're
on
saying.
deck for season
Allegedly.
5.
Allegedly.
All right.
It's on deck season 5.
Well, we're going to move it along to one of our favorite segments on the Dawg Chug, Spit, Sip, Chug. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to make a statement. We're going to go around the horn. If you agree, you're going to chug and explain why. If you disagree, you're going to spit and explain why. And if you're somewhere in the middle, you're going to do what Roger does. You're going to sip. Roger, you are allowed to sip today.
I am allowed. Oh,
Yes.
there's basketball things in there. I see. So okay.
All right. We're going to start with you, Roger.
Oh,
The Cavs should be actively trying to trade Darius Garland.
I'm spitting on that.
By storm.
I'm
You're spitting.
spitting on that because I have faith that Russ is going to give you a great answer why they shouldn't trade Darius Garland, and I pass.
All right. We'll go to Mike.
Lost my basketball go-to. And
I mean,
Lysandra.
I'll
See
sip
what
on that.
Lysandra thinks.
I will sip on that, and the reason why I say that is I don't agree and I don't disagree. The caveat to that is if the trade was made for the right person, maybe like if you could bring in like a Dame Lillard or something like that, another proven veteran to go along with the Donovan Mitchell, I wouldn't be totally opposed to that. But as far as just moving Garland and you're not bringing back some proven commodity, hell no, don't touch that.
Yeah. Okay. Ross.
I mean, I might have to pull out the first vomit. It's
There you
absolutely
go.
ridiculous. The two people you don't get rid of on the Cavs are Mobley and Garland. They're young. Garland's pretty much in his prime now. It's going to be next year. So the whole idea of trading for a Dame is absolutely ridiculous. Not that I get your idea, Mike, of getting a proven guy, but I don't think it's going to be a point guard or a small guard like Dame. But no, Garland's a perfect player to help you win a championship. He gets the assists. He has great 3-point shooting percentage. Just fun to play with. He makes players better around him. And I wouldn't even say it was one of the reasons we lost that series against the Knicks. I mean, a lot of players didn't show up for that series, but I don't know. This just seems like a total clickbait thing.
Yeah.
This regime knows, no matter what, don't get rid of Garland and don't get rid of Mobley. Bottom line, if anyone tells you that we are, it's made up because it would be absolutely ridiculous.
Wow, I'm glad I spit.
Yeah, I'm double spitting on this one. That's nasty. But for everything Ross said, I mean, the core pieces of your team when they're young and you have them locked up, you don't even think about trading them. Why alienate the player if he finds out you're trying to trade him? It's really dumb. Obviously, there is a trade, I think, for any player. Because, I mean, if you could get 2 core pieces that might fit the team chemistry better, it could work. But no one's going to give you 2 core pieces for Darius Garland. It's nonsense. Don't trade him. Don't trade Evan Mobley. Build around those 2 guys, and good things will come. So, double spit. Let's bring on Lysandra just to see if she has anything to add on this one. Because she is our...
Oh, I was trying to I wanted to know my insider.
Lysandra, are you there?
Can you hear me?
We can hear
Yes.
Okay. I'm in my nightgown, so I'm not gonna come on camera.
Hey now.
you. This is a clean show, so we appreciate that.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is a good call on the
No, honestly, I'm sitting here listening to this, and I see how you guys don't want to get rid of Garland, but he's total trade bait right now. And gosh, I've seen Brandon Ingram kind of coming up online. I've seen Dame kind of coming up online, and I actually looked up the stats, and Dame Lillard has very similar stats to Darius Garland. So, Portland, I don't know. I just don't see it being lucrative for Damian Lillard, and he seems like a loyal guy. He seems like he's not one that really likes the spotlight, and I think Cleveland would be the perfect place for him.
Would it be a 1-for-1 trade, or would we be getting more?
I would see probably Garland and Jared Allen leaving, and maybe some draft picks.
Wow. Okay.
Garland would not. No, Garland would not add. It would be a 1-for-1, or we'd get draft picks.
I
but
don't know, because the
old
thing
guy
is
with
well, you were just
high
talking about
dollar
how
contract. There's no way.
I don't know. I don't know. You guys were talking about how Garland's in his prime and he's doing so great. He might command a little more.
Entering it.
So
Uh-oh.
You
I don't
probably
know.
see Nurkic come back. Portland.
Do you think?
probably-
Okay, let me ask you this, Sandra: has Garland, is he trending up or has he kind of peaked out? In your opinion?
Garland's still trending up. He's young, and I think that he is probably very attractive to a lot of other teams. And I can't say that the Cavs aren't going to entertain it. I mean, it's just a part of the business. Even if Garland never leaves, I'm pretty sure that the Cavs have people knocking on their door for him.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Well, all right. Then we should be a little more open-minded. But I
know. No, Cleveland fans, like, we love our people, and when we love somebody, we don't want to see them go. We don't care. But I mean, let's be real. Like Garland, I'm pretty sure there's some teams out there like, hey, what you got there? You know, what can you give up for him, or whatever the case may be. So it can happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it's definitely on the table, I think.
All right. So how would you have spit? Would you have sipped, or would you have chugged?
Well, this is the problem. I think I heard Roger say my name, and I had my headphones off because I was talking to my kids. So I need the question one
the
more time.
statement is, it's not a question. The Cavs should be actively trying to trade Darius Garland.
I'm gonna sip on that just because, like I said, you know, we're very loyal to the guys that we love. And I could see the Cavs definitely keeping him because he has so much promise. But I also see them entertaining some trades on the side too. Even if they don't publicly say it,
Sure.
you know there's stuff going on.
Do your due diligence.
Yeah.
I know it's out there. Okay.
I
All right.
have a question for
Yeah.
Sandra.
Yeah.
Do you want to trade Shane Bieber and Nick Chubb too?
Man, okay, so I'm not a baseball girl. I'm just gonna say that right now. And hell to the fucking no to trading Chubb.
Oh, you just ruined our clean show.
Sorry.
Oh,
there you go.
Sandra takes us down.
Maybe we'll get there next week.
Garland's going nowhere, and it's not just Clevelanders. National media knows how good he is too. If John Morant actually ends up like screwing up his life and his NBA career, Garland might be the best player out of that draft right now.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, I can't see the Cavs not like secretly like listening into what they could
Oh yeah,
get
all
for
those
him.
GMs talk. We know it.
Oh hell yeah.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Sandra. If you're still on, we're gonna play a little game after Spit Sip Chug. We hope you can come on, and it should be fun.
I'll be here.
All right. Okay. So yeah, we learned a lot there. We're gonna move on to statement number 2. Mikey P, we're gonna start with you. It is time for the Guardians to move on from Josh Bell.
I'm gonna chug. It is definitely time to move on from Josh Bell. I think that experiment is over at this point. I think the decline for him started last year, and I just don't see it. Like, you know, what you went out and spent for him. Do you DFA him at this point? Do you release him? Do you try to trade him? But I mean, I think it's time to let some of these young guys get some of these at bats. A proven veteran like that should be hitting by June. Like, he's hitting in the 220s. Was he 227? I think as of yesterday.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see it. He's been on the struggle bus since spring training, since the end of last year. So I think he's done at this point.
Okay.
He's hit that wall.
All right, Ross.
I'm gonna do the lazy answer and chug because I want to drink.
There you go.
But I mean, we gotta have Roger will give us all the details. I'm sure we got someone that can replace him who's better in our farm system or make an easy trade. Like, how hard is it to get like a power hitter that's hitting more than 227 right now? And the only thing that scares me is we actually made a couple moves in the offseason, which isn't the kind of moves we typically make, and getting Zanino and Bell, and now the organization will be like, well, you guys wanted us to make moves, we did, and we sucked making those moves. So I don't know. I'm more worried about ownership giving up on getting guys because of Zunino and Bell.
Okay. I am going to. I'm just going to go ahead and spit on this one. I know I'm going against the grain here, but it was made sense to move Zunino so we can get Bo up here. But I don't know that we have so many young guys getting valuable at bats. I don't know that we need to worry about getting more at bats for another guy. I do think Josh Bell will heat up at some point here. We just keep giving him at bats and home run today. Just give him more time. I think I'm not ready to pull the plug yet, so I'm gonna give Josh Bell a little more time. But Roger, you're our expert, so you give us the ratings.
I tweeted out today that the Josh Bell experiment is over.
Hence,
I just don't think he fits on this team. I don't think he fits on this team, man. Just the way his style of play doesn't fit on this baseball team. It's just my feeling from it. He just feels like a square, round peg in a square hole or whatever the hell it is. But I looked up his slugging percentage. It's 372, and that's just miserable. He has 7 home runs. His walks and his strikeouts are about 50-50.
It's actually 8 home runs now, Roger.
Is he? Oh, 8. Okay, whoa, shoot, he has 8. So, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon.
Two behind Josh Naylor.
So I'm chugging on it. Does that mean that I want to give? Yeah, I think he just never fit on this team to me. It just never felt a good fit.
All right,
I'm chugging.
Fair enough. Let's Jerry, what do you think?
You're lucky I have pants on. I mean the camera up. Wait, what was the question?
Is it time for the Guardians to move on from Josh Bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
she's like a.
What was that?
I mean, think about it. You got a guy like Kyle Schwarber in Philly right now. He's only hitting 186, but the biggest difference is when he actually hits 19% of the time, it's usually a home run or he's driving in a run. Like, he's still got 20 home runs and 40.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not in sync on this one. We'll find out how the future holds, and we'll see who's right. And I'm going to rub it in your face, Roger, when he starts heating up. And if he doesn't, I'm never going to mention it again.
Yeah,
wait,
you can't.
We got our new Guardians fan of the year, Jacob Roach, commenting on the Guardians.
Yeah.
That
He didn't
towering
sing it
home
to
run.
him, though.
Oh,
Shout out to Jacob.
He sees it my way.
man, yeah.
All right,
guys
we're gonna
were-
move. We're gonna move on to statement number 3, and Ross, we're gonna start with you on this one. As a whole, we're talking about Browns fandom as a whole. Browns fans are overhyping this team more than we are sleeping on them. I know this is confusing.
No.
Let's see. I'm going to spit on it. I don't think we're overhyping the team that much this year. I think everyone's like all dampened down because we are the Browns. Like, there's a lot. It's hard to ignore the games that Deshaun played last year. He didn't look great. Everyone's acknowledging that. Like, every single statement you hear about the Browns in the offseason is, if Deshaun doesn't play like he did last year, that's the first thing you say. I don't think we're overhyping this team, strictly because we're all worried about Deshaun being a top 10 quarterback or not. I think if he looked awesome last year, we'd overhype the hell out of him. But I don't know. I think we all know that our roster is like looking the best that it has since '99, and that's a fair statement. That doesn't mean we're overhyping the team, but I've heard a lot of people say, 10-win season with 17 games, and if we were overhyping this team, everyone would be saying 12 or 13 wins. So as a fan base, I don't think we're overhyping the team.
Okay. I am totally in agreement with Ross here. I'm spinning on this one. We are, people are talking a little bit about that this is a very talented roster, but it's almost like we expect, even though we're talented, it's still all the expectations are going to go down the drain, and everything's going to end up in miserable failure. If anything, we are massively sleeping on this team more than we're overhyping them. So, spitting on this one, and I love it. I think that's exactly the way I want the Browns offseason to go, to get the pressure the players feel to like finally produce a winner. I want them to actually feel like they're the underdog for once, and I think we're delivering that. So training camp's in like a couple weeks. Let's bring it on. I can't wait. Roger?
I'm sipping on it.
Oh,
I'm going to use my sip.
Oh. Cashing in the sip.
That's good. I don't know. What was the thing again? As a whole.
all right, Mikey P.
I'm gonna spit. I'll say spit on that. I think it's split down the middle. I see fans on Twitter that are super excited. I see fans that are like super negative. I think we're so. If we had a new coach going into this year, I think the hype train would be out of control. But I think you still have people that are on the, they want Stefanski gone. They're still pro Stefanski. I think there's still the unknown with Watson. Like, will he get back to that form that he was previously? We don't know. Are these free agents that we brought in going to work out? Is Jim Schwartz going to work out? I mean, I'm going into it kind of like this glass half full. Like, I want us to make the playoffs, but I still, at the end of the day, know we're in a tough division. Like, that hasn't changed, and that's what concerns me.
All right.
We're more like the Indians division, or Guardians division.
Yeah, we're doing a clean show, so don't offend the Native Americans. Okay, Roger, come on.
Can we get in the NFC South this year?
Or the American League Central. That would be good. If the Browns could play in the American League Central, we would be awesome.
They'd only be a half game back as of right now.
See, it don't matter with Cleveland fans, though, because we have a team in the American League Central, and they're still shitting all over them.
Roger, come
Roger.
on.
Number 3.
Roger, you got to drink.
Not only does he sip, but he swears.
Barnacles.
Sailor.
Corn nuts.
Well, we just got demonetized again on YouTube.
Well, hey, I got a quick
Is
plug
it?
to make. So, because we're not going to make money off of because we're not going to make money off YouTube, you should go to the Network 216 page and find the homage link. Buy some great homage gear. The shirts are super soft. Andy, I think you got was that the autogram shirt?
It is the autogram shirt.
Yeah, I named my son after autogram. I got an auto myself. You got to buy their shirts. They're really soft. Go to the link. We'll get a little bit of money. So when YouTube doesn't give us money, it'll go right back to us. You can support us that way. But we have an additional announcement to make.
Ooh.
Network 216 now has a Discord channel where you can interact with all of us, including Mikey P. Everyone from the Network 216 podcast in there. You can chat with us. We got bets, suggested bets for various games. I'm not really an MLB betting expert, but there's a lot of guys in there that know their stuff. There's tons of awesome parlays for MLB. That's parlay heaven, if I'd say. If all the sports, you want to do parlays in baseball, because heck, there's tons of hits going on every day. If you parlay a bunch of hits, maybe you'll hit the lotto and get a lot of money. So go to the Network 216 Twitter. You'll see a link to join the Discord for free. And it supports the show, and you get to interact with all of us.
Yeah, and Roger, a little trivia. Can you remember the guest from Network 216 that was on 2 weeks ago?
Can I remember?
Do you remember? Can you name the guest that we had on 2 weeks ago on the Dawg Chug from Network 216?
The guest that we had on from 216.
Not 1 week ago?
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. We had Suryat on last week. Who did we have on the week
2 weeks
before?
ago, yeah.
No, I can't tell you who we had on.
I think
I have no idea.
the lead singer of Pearl Jam. Think that.
I know that we had Eddie on.
It was
today.
Jordan.
Yeah, it was Jordan. actually.
Oh, we had Jordan on. That's right. We had Eddie on the week before that.
We know on the week before. It is very confusing, but I just wanted to point that out because Jordan on Discord is doing a really cool thing. He's trying to turn $10 into
I got an incoming
$10,000.
call.
Yeah.
He's
Hello?
doing a thing.
Ladder, right?
Oh, hold on. Roger's got
Yeah.
some business going on. What?
It's the CIA.
This must be really important.
Yeah, I got Jacob on the line. He
Oh.
called me in the middle of the show.
On the back.
Am I in trouble?
Well, you did say the a bad
S
word.
word.
Oh man, I think they're firing me. Does it matter? I wore the shirt of my favorite ball player tonight.
You're not wearing.
I didn't have a Hobbit shirt on. I'm probably in more trouble. This
Oh,
is
my
Dawson, my son's jersey.
Oh boy. Well, all right. I mean, it's gonna suck, but we'll find someone that's even better. Jerry, welcome to the Dawg Chug.
He doesn't have my number, so he's not going to call me in the middle of anything, so I'm safe.
What do you feel about replacing Roger on the Dawg Chug?
Wait, so does that mean I have to like completely forget everything all the time and like scream louder than I already do?
My gosh, the guy just got fired, and now you're kicking salt in his wounds. That's not nice.
Oh God.
That
He
is
hasn't
not nice, Jerry.
even applied for unemployment yet.
Jerry, one of the things of the Dawg Chug is we're kind to people, and now I'm starting to question whether you're the right fit for this podcast.
I was just suggesting that Roger tries some nootropics to help him with that brain thing.
All right, hold on. Roger, welcome back to the Dawg Chug. We're having you on as a guest, though, because you've been fired. But Sherry had some advice for you.
Roger,
Okay,
there are these incredible supplements now called nootropics, and they can help you with your brain thing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
What else did Jacob have to say?
He was, you know what? He had the volume up on the Dawg Chug, and I can hear me in the background. So I really didn't hear anything but me in the background, and him yelling at me like, I don't know. It was uncomfortable.
Hey, at least he's watching.
I think Sunday night when we taped Guard Life, I wonder if I'm kicked off Guard Life too. Jesus. I didn't think about that.
They need you on guard life, otherwise they don't know what to do.
He'll call back if it's important. Hey, they got me a bobblehead Saturday. I hope I still at least get the bobblehead from him. That'd suck if he doesn't give me the bobblehead. Jesus, fire me and not give me the bobblehead. It'd be awful.
Your job on guard life is safe because they need you. They can't talk Guardians on their own.
No, he's learning stats.
Well,
Advanced.
We're created a baseball stat monster now.
it's going to
Jacob
take
Roach is digging into baseball stats. Yeah.
It's going to take them a while. They need you for at least 4 more weeks before they can.
I'm the color.
Don't let him see money.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being
Good night.
here. All right. I'm going to move on to statement number 4. Just it's a little complicated, but despite being in first place now, Terry Francona's health issues will be a major issue this team can't recover from if he has a significant absence. He's missed 2 games now. We really don't know what's going on. What if it turns significant? Is that a barrier the Guardians can rebound from? I'm going to start this off, and I don't know what's going on with Terry. I wish him the best, but if his presence will continue to be felt if he can't be the active day-to-day manager, he would still be as present as he could be. The players love him. I don't think it's going to have a drastic effect. I think they would galvanize them. So I'm spitting on this one. Also, I do want to add, I think he's going to be back. Whatever he's dealing with, every time he's left, he's come back a short time later. I think he had 1 significant absence, but I don't know what he's going through, but I expect him to be back. And if he's not, I don't think it's going to be a major deal. So that's why I spit on that one. Mikey P.
I don't know, man. I mean, I haven't seen this team without Terry. I'm I'm gonna spit on it though. I'm gonna spit on it. I think with him being around, he still galvanizes the team. I think this team is can go without him, but long term, that's what I would just worry about. But I hope that he's okay. I'd love to see Francona here as manager for the next 10 years.
Hell yeah.
If he wants it.
Sherry, do you have an opinion on this one?
I love the man. Like when his scooter went missing, I was going door to door on the east side where I reside looking for his scooter if it made it this far into the burbs. And good news, it did not. Because I would have beat that kid up. You don't touch the skipper's scooter.
The skipper scooter, that's right. So you're spitting on this one, it sounds
Yes.
like.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, are you spitting though? You just said you love the man. You actually didn't give an opinion on can the team rebound.
The team, they're going to be strong for him.
Okay.
So his presence, if he's there, if he's not, no
So
difference.
we're not in. By the way, we're not talking long-term effect. We're talking short-term.
Right.
So I think we all agree. Roger, you are the expert of the Guardians. What do you think on this one?
I didn't hear the question. I was still getting yelled at from Jacob Roach. Can I? Let me. Which one we on? Because I got it right here.
Despite being in first place, Terry's
there we
health
go.
issues will be a major issue this team can't recover from if he has a significant absence.
That could go one or two ways. I'm going to sip on it.
Wow. Way to break it down. Sherry, you had a much better answer. You are already making a better co-host of the Dawg Chug than Roger used to provide. So thank you. Roger, you want to expound on that a little bit?
Sure. Thank you for having me again. I think it depends on the heart and soul of the locker room, where they're at. It could be a moment where Lou's on the bed, pumping his fist, watching the game or listening to the game. Terry can have a transistor radio at the hospital, like Lou Brown, and they win it for the Gipper. Or they can go totally in the shitter because their leader is gone. And let me tell you, the only reason that we're even in contention for first place, or we're in first place of the worst division in baseball, is because Terry Francona with this young baseball team. He's their leader, man. So they're either going to go one or two ways, man. They're going to win it for the Gipper, or for Tito in this case, or they're going to be lost without their leader.
Okay. Way to make it conclusive. Ross.
I'm going to spit. I think as baseball fans, we say what's convenient. So when our roster is allegedly bad and we're doing better, we say the manager's good. When our roster is really good and we're winning, we say the manager's just okay and he just has a good team. I really don't know. If you went across the whole league and tried to rate every manager, it's really hard to do. But I would agree with what everyone else is saying. Like, even if he's gone, he does matter. He is good. He's proven how consistent he is with his team and always being, like, above 500 or exceeding expectations. But I don't know. I think out of all the sports, baseball manager is the easiest. You have such a big staff. That's pretty stubborn of me to say, but if I were to pick, like, the three major ones, it feels like the easiest one, but that's me. I guess that's me being maybe ignorant, not stubborn.
Sure. Okay. Love it. We're going to move on to statement number 5. Roger, we're going to start with you on this one. By the way, Mikey P, we back last off season, we did something called, I can't say it, but we did an SHIT show where we all just got crazily obliterated drunk. It was awful. It was fun. It was awful. Can't imagine the audience had much fun. I mean, maybe, but the point
He didn't make
is,
any money off the show.
yeah, that was back before we were part of the network 2 and 6. Before training camp heats up, we need to do another S show. Roger,
I'm chugging. I'm chugging because I firmly believe that I firmly believe that the more noise you make, like the more fun you have, whether it be, you know, spicy language. If you just be real and just be yourself, and when we have those poo on a stick shows, I think that we just it's uninhibited, and what a great time it was. I think they were great shows. I think if we did it as a network and did a huge like weekend telethon type thing where we're on 24 hours and just kept going, man, I think it'd be awesome.
Wow.
And I would swear all the time.
You think people would want to watch this for 24 hours drinking? Think that would be interesting to the
I don't think us. Yeah, no,
For charity, though.
You might have a point there. Let's do 6 hours, and we could like put the Guardians game in the middle of it or something.
What if you did it during like a snowstorm? Like it's the perfect
There
time
you
to do it,
go.
and they got nowhere to go.
All right.
Mikey, hey,
All
if you don't go back to work, if they don't call you back at the Yard Dawgs, you come over here.
Yeah, Sherry, if it doesn't work out with you replacing Roger, we're going to have Mikey P replace you because he's got good ideas, and I haven't heard a good idea out of you.
Right.
All right, Ross, should we do another S show?
Yeah, we can do another poop show like Roger said. I think it's fun. It's always a good time. It gets it brings the best out of people. They might say things they normally don't say. Hopefully not things that would get them fired from their job. That's the only risk we deal with here. I mean, we're okay with getting demonetized on YouTube as it is, so it wouldn't hurt. Just got to make sure it's not on a Wednesday. That's the one thing.
Oh, it'd definitely be on a weekend. Yeah, for sure.
Gotta agree with you.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think we need to do it. It's fun, and I mean, my goodness, we just got to make sure it doesn't involve 26 shots of Fireball. Because we learned I can't handle 26 shots of Fireball.
Yeah, you can because you're alive.
I am alive. I survived it, but I don't know that it was a good idea. So maybe we'll figure something else fun to do. But not going to do 26 shots ever again. I found my limit on shots, even
26.
Fireball shots. So yeah, I'm going to chug. Mike P, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
I'm gonna chug because I never saw this episode, but I wanna live this episode now, so I'm chugging.
Ooh, yeah, Mikey, there you
Oh,
go.
whoa.
All right.
It was actually
Heavy stuff.
pulled from YouTube. It's no longer available, but we had the great Mrs. Ed Columbus on, who is the Fireball Queen, and we challenged her to a Fireball chug-off, where every 2 minutes we had to do a shot of Fireball, Indiana Jones style. See who can stand upright the longest, sit upright. And yeah, at 26 shots, I was declared the new Queen of Fireball.
Oh, it's a Queen of Fire.
It was a disaster. It was worse than the night before Thanksgiving in 2021. That was ugly too.
That's the kind of thing you want to put on your resume for sure.
But we had I'm just talking about the next day was a disaster. The show itself was smashing.
I can tell you my wife's spitting on this one. She does not want us to do another SHIT show. She did not appreciate
We had like a designated bathroom for you that she could like.
Hey, Mikey, do you know I tried to prank call Nick Carnes once? He hung up on me.
He goes to bed early. You can't call him at night.
I think it was in the afternoon, actually.
Did he know it was you?
Yeah, that's
He
why he
said,
hung
good
up.
day.
I don't think he knew, but he did. Whatever. Sherry, do you think you're the newest host of the Dawg Chug? What do you think? And what would you be willing to do? Which is interesting because you're not a Dawg Chug pro like me, Roger, and Ross are.
She was
Right.
accidentally drunk though.
I've been accidentally drunk before, but
Roger.
like, do I have to like commit to getting accidentally drunk? I mean, I can.
Yeah, I mean, you have to push it to the limit.
Do you ever notice she answers a question with a question every time?
Roger, go to the corner. Corner. Put him in the corner.
All right, Sherry, your answer, please.
Well, whatever. Do I have to wear pants?
SHIT show.
Sherry,
Pants? No pants.
okay. Sherry, you're not very good. Spit, sip, chug when you're co-host of the team. You've done very well, but today you finished.
No, that's because I am sober.
I think this is her trying to get Roger to get his job back. She doesn't want to take it over. So that's very nice of you. We appreciate that.
Well, we've already filed a grievance with the union, Roger, so it's in the works.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to move it along to our little game tonight. Spit, sip, chug is over.
Yay!
It's over.
Lysandra in her nightgown on. Lysandra, welcome back to the Dawg Chug.
Hey,
So
She got on her nightgown again?
I'm still in my nightgown, man.
Oh, geez.
on
here we
again, it's like 20 minutes later. What, do you think she took it off?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
go. William Shatner.
We'll never know. All right, Sherry, do you have anything to drink tonight? Like, do you have a beverage?
It's just very hot.
Okay, that's cool. And Lysandra, I assume you are drinking something, yes?
I was, but I can again.
Yeah, that would be great. So we're just going to play a little fun
That'd
game.
be great.
That'd be great.
Everyone, and obviously we won't know because we can't see you, but so you could just act if you want, but I would encourage you to get another drink because it's going to be fun. We're going to play One's Gotta Go because that's all the phenom on the Twitter right now.
I hate that game because I always pick both.
Well, you can't pick both. We're gonna name a couple things, and then we're all gonna go around the horn and eliminate one. And if you're in the minority, you have to drink.
Oh man. Okay. Hold on a sec. All right, I'll get a drink.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start off. This is an easy one, I think. Ross, we'll start off with you, and we'll go around who starts first. But we got the Browns, the Cavs, or the Guardians. You have to eliminate one. Who are you eliminating?
Oh God, Cavs.
That was easy for him.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it was easy in that you came up with the answer in like 1 second.
Right.
Lake Erie Monsters.
Yeah, that was not one of them. I also went Cavs, and I love the Cavs, but just love the Guardians and the Browns a little bit more. So Cavs.
NBA's got the easiest. It's the easiest league to follow another team because you can follow a player and get away with it.
Makes sense. Mikey P.
I go Cavs. I've already seen them win a championship, so I need the Browns and Guardians to do it next. So
Good answer.
Cavs.
Sherry.
I am going Cavs because Roger really has me interested in baseball for the first time in my life. So the Browns were never in consideration, but the Cavs.
Roger, can you get her more interested in baseball so she can actually give a good baseball answer?
No.
All right, Roger.
Man, I had a Foots Walker cut out from the Cleveland Press on my closet door when I was a kid, but I hate to do it, man. Cavs.
Cavs. All right. Lysandra.
I'm gonna have to drink and say the Guardians because wait. I love all of my Cleveland sports teams, but I really suck at baseball. I'm not good at keeping up with it. It's a long season, and I really follow baseball mostly when the playoffs are going on. Or like tomorrow, I'm actually going to a Rockies game. So
Nice.
Well, that's why you hate baseball.
no, I actually enjoy going to the games and watching it on watching the playoffs, but just regularly watching it during the regular season, I can't get into it.
Yeah.
You have to eliminate one. Okay.
I get
Number
it.
2. And I'll start in this one. Myles Garrett, Jose Ramirez, Evan Mobley. This is a tough one. I love all three, but I think Evan Mobley is the most important player on the Cavs. I think Jose Ramirez is the most important player on the Guardians. I do not think Myles Garrett's the most important person on the Browns, so I'm going Myles Garrett.
Wow.
Wow.
Mikey P.
I'm going to go Myles Garrett simply based on the fact that he's had some traffic incidents, and I'm going to look at these guys like I'm driving with them. So I'm going to put Garrett out just for that.
Nice. All right, Cherry.
Ah, jeez. You see, I get attached to people. I have history with Miles.
Don't drone on. One's got to go. Come on.
I'm getting rid of the basketball guy.
Do you know his name?
Evan.
Do you know his brother's
Mobley.
name? Who also is on the Cavs?
Shame on you.
Roger.
You know what? I thought I would be the only one to say Myles Garrett, because I would say Myles Garrett if the two other options were Miles Straw and Karis LeVert. So I'll say Myles Garrett. I'm surprised that you Browns honks are saying Myles Garrett too.
Roger is not a fan of Myles Garrett for
Can't stand him.
some reason.
He's kind of.
I want him to be good and sack people and like actually not take plays off and kind of loaf. You know why the Watts are so good? Because they chase people down from behind and drag them down. They don't take plays off.
Hasn't he sacked more, gotten more sacks than like any other Browns player in the history of the team?
Yeah, but he corn nuts. He does it at his leisurely pace. He could be so much better. He could be so much better if he played the game like Watt plays it. Like he could be a lot better.
All right.
That's why I don't like him, because he can be so much better.
All right. You might have some hate mail coming your way, Lysandra.
You guys are trying to get me trashed. Because, again, I love Mobley. I really like Garrett, but there's many reasons why for that one. But
And a nightgown yet. Come on.
I'm in a nightgown talking about
Clean
Myles
show.
Garrett, and it is so hot in here now.
It's a clean shows.
That's as dirty as I'm gonna get.
Are you saying Jose's not sexy?
There goes
It's
somebody.
all sexy. See, what I hate this. I hate this because I do this on Twitter. They're like, one of these got to go. I want all the French fries. I want all the burgers. I want all the food.
I'm with
I
you
want
on that.
all the
There you go.
athletes, but I'm gonna have to let Ramirez go.
Yeah. Okay. Ramirez is gone.
Somebody had Nutella on one of those lists.
Sandra
No.
just traded Jose Ramirez. He is so sad right now. Ross.
I'm going Myles Garrett as well because of the shelf life.
Okay.
Because
Lysandra,
the two remaining guys have a lot more years left to play for our teams. And Jose Ramirez hitting a grand slam literally today makes that a pretty hard one to say no to.
Good point. All right, so I think if you had Evan Mobley or Jose Ramirez, I think you had a drink because they both had one. So, all right.
Just
Statement number.
I'm drinking right now.
Sherry, there you go. Okay. Mikey
I
P,
know I'm winning this one.
this is a tough one. LeBron James, Joe Thomas, Bernie Kosar, or Jim Tomey.
I gotta eliminate. Ooh,
You got to eliminate one.
I'm gonna eliminate Jim Tomey. Just because his wife's annoying as hell.
Okay.
Solely based off of that.
You think she was the reason he left Cleveland?
She was part of it,
Okay.
and she likes to talk for him sometimes on Twitter, and I'm like, he's a grown ass man. Let him be.
Okay. Sherry.
I actually know who Jim Tomey is, and
Nice.
I'm getting rid of him because that's before my time.
Okay. Roger.
You know, Mikey P, you bring up a good point. You bring up a good point, man. But I don't like LeBron James. I like LeBron James less than I like Myles Garrett. So I'm drinking on this. You honks love LeBron James. We could have at least three NBA championships if LeBron James didn't think about LeBron James, thought about Cleveland. I'm drinking.
Can't get rid of LeBron James.
Okay. Roger, go with LeBron James, the only guy that brought us a championship. Sandra?
Okay, so I'm trying to keep up here. It's LeBron, Tomey, and what were the others?
Joe Thomas and Bernie Kosar.
Okay, I am never getting rid of Bernie. I'm never getting rid of Thomas. I'm going to have to go with Tomey because Mikey P's argument is very valid. And I'm going to go with it.
His wife's in. Okay, got it. Ross.
Well, it looks like I'm drinking. Bernie's going.
Oh, you matter. Come on.
Oh, the only guy in this list not going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
That's a really good
You
point.
don't
Man,
matter, Raw. You don't matter.
Okay, here's the thing. For me, I love Joe Thomas unequivocally. We had him do like one of those. Oh my God, he made one of those videos. What's that thing called? Service you can get celebrities? Cameo. We had him do a cameo. Yeah. He was so funny. Did it exactly what I expected. He just gets this city. He's great. Bernie is one of my favorite people in the universe. Told me I was young and he was just amazing. I loved going to baseball games and watching him do amazing things. I don't know, like I love LeBron, but I don't know that I ever actually like loved LeBron. I always felt like he was off. So I'm gonna be like,
He named himself King James for God's sake.
He made it hard to love him despite how freaking fantastic he was. I just never felt a connection to him. So if one of them's got to go, it's got to be LeBron. So I think the only one that had one answer was Ross. So Ross, I think you have to drink. Did anyone?
Yeah, I did drink. I knew I would be the only one.
Bernie? Yeah.
Bernie was
Anyone else? I think I had two. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Sir Yacht, Nick Carnes, or McNeil? Sherry, we start with you.
Wait, say it again.
Okay, Nick Carnes, Sir Yacht, or McNeil?
McNeil.
And why?
I told you, I am sentimental, and those other two gentlemen are my friends.
Okay. Roger.
This is tough because I've already got fired by Nick Carnes and Jacob Roach tonight.
Well, I think Nick's going to back you up. I think he's going to.
Okay. Well, I might need a job, and McNeil and Sir Yacht are out there. So, but I'm going to have to go McNeil because he hasn't been on Dawg Chug.
You even asked him to be on Dawg Chug. Okay.
Well,
Sandra.
That's true.
Hey. So Carnes, he's great. I actually want a jersey off of him, so I can't. I have loyalty there.
Contractually
You
obligated.
bought your vote. Got it.
Yeah. McNeil always makes me laugh, even if it's really fucked or
I know he's awesome.
effed up.
I've changed my answer to Nick Carnes.
And then like I love Sir Yacht. Sir Yacht doesn't seem to like me back, so I'm gonna have to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sandra and her nightgown has convinced me.
You're going for him because you feel slighted by him.
Yeah, I really am all for him, and I don't know.
Can you just appreciate what
I appreciate it all. Oh hell yeah.
Okay, but
I mean, like, okay, so I don't know. I mean, like, McNeil is funny. Carnes is great. I don't know. That's just a process of elimination.
All right, so you said Sir Yacht.
Yeah.
Okay, Ross.
Oh man, he was on the show last week. I went to go with Sir Yacht. Nick Carnes, my boy since the early days of my life. So, got to go with that. McNeil's an OG Twitter guy that I think most of us probably followed first when he got on Twitter. So,
okay.
And Sir Yacht's probably not even watching this episode anyway.
That's absolutely true. I am going. Wow. So listen, with the Dawg Chug's attempting to make you guys laugh, I hope we succeed in that mission on some occasions. McNeil makes me laugh like almost 70% of the time he posts, which I appreciate. Sir Yacht is there's something about him that takes what this city is awesome at and he just kind of injects it into everything he does. I love Nick. He's my favorite person of these three. You know, like I would have him at my wedding if I got married again, but he doesn't make me laugh, and I want to laugh, so I'm going. I'm going to eliminate Nick Carnes. But I love you, Nick. I really do. Okay. this next one, I hope you guys watch these shows. You probably haven't watched all 4 of these, so just do the best you can. I apologize. We're going to start with Roger, which is awesome because I'm sure he's watched none of these shows. Breaking Bad, Sopranos, Game of Thrones, The Wire. One's got to go.
First of all, me, come on. Sopranos?
Okay.
Of course, Sopranos is staying. Breaking Bad, although I've never done methamphetamines, I can relate to the lifestyle. I've never heard of The Wire, and the Game of Thrones just makes me fucking nauseous. Just the commercials. I've never seen it in my entire life, and it just upsets my stomach even seeing like the advertisements. So I'm gonna say that even though The Wire, I have no idea what it is, I'm still gonna say get rid of the Game of Thrones because it's just ridiculous.
Oh, he's never heard of The Wire.
Never heard of The Wire. No.
Never heard of it. Didn't know that existed. Okay.
Didn't even know it existed. I know there's a movie called A Bird on the Wire with Kurt Russell back in the 80s.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Lysandra.
I'm with Roger.
Game of Thrones is eliminated because why? It's annoying.
No. What he said, Game of Thrones? No.
Yeah, he did.
Oh no. I'm gonna. Wait a second. I had that short-term memory thing going there for a second. So it's gonna be The Wire.
The Wire. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Because of all the reasons that Roger said.
you've never heard of it.
Nope. I know about Bird on a Wire, but not The Wire.
Okay, Ross.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, so I have not watched Sopranos or The Wire yet, but I've heard about them. And since Game of Thrones, the last season was so terrible, I'm just going to take it out.
Yeah.
If you just got rid of last season, it would survive easily. So I'm assuming Sopranos and The Wire end perfectly or good.
Sopranos does not end that good. The Wire ends okay.
I'm just taking Game of Thrones out because of last season.
Got it. Okay. And I read the books before the show was ever a thing. I love Game of Thrones, and I enjoyed watching it. But stacking up these 4 shows together, which I've watched all of them, I would say Game of Thrones was a fun show, but these other 3 shows were quite brilliant. I did really appreciate the spinoff. What was that called? They did like a Game of Thrones prequel.
House of Dragoon.
House of the Dragon. Go watch that. It's way better than Game of Thrones. Yeah, love Breaking Bad, love Sopranos, love The Wire. Game of Thrones. It's a quality show. Mikey P.
I'm getting rid of The Wire solely based off of that it takes place in Baltimore, and I hate everything about it.
I knew that was coming.
So The Wire's out for me. I would get rid of Game of Thrones just based on there's way too much.
Yeah, but I like the Baltimore Ravens. That was great. Sherry? Sorry, do you have... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was going to say the Game of Thrones, the last season was trash, but The Wire being in Baltimore, like if it was Philly, I'd get rid of Game of Thrones, but just because it's Baltimore, we're getting rid of The Wire.
Nice.
I've never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones. I don't do fantasy with dragons. I don't do hobbits. I don't do sorry, I don't do Dungeons and Dragons. It's just too painful. There's a level of nerd that hurts me, and that's the level. So I'm sticking with, my tech nerds with The Wire, cool. My science nerds making meth, hell yeah. And my gangsters in the Northeast.
Okay.
When you preface your statement there, Sherry, next time you have to say, I don't like hobbits or dragons. You don't want to say, I don't do hobbits, because people will take that.
All of the above. I do not welcome
You're racist towards
the hobbits, apparently.
towards hobbits. That's okay.
Vertically challenged.
I think you're allowed to be racist towards things that don't exist, so that's okay. But if we discover hobbits exist, we're gonna have to cancel this part of the. Like, we're gonna remove this part of the
It's
show.
okay. I come from a group of people that have been tried through many.
And by the way, Roseanne.
No. You got to watch the entire. You got to see the original.
Okay.
It was hilarious.
She was being funny.
She was. It's part of a podcast. people took clips of that and took it out of context.
Okay,
You got to see the whole thing. It's hilarious.
got it. Everyone, go out and watch the entire Roseanne.
It
You'll see that she was being
is so funny. It's the dude with the mullet, and I forgot his name again. Damn it.
nice.
Oh,
Thank you for setting me straight. I'm glad we brought that up. We'll move on to number 6, and Sandra, we'll start with you. McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell. One's got to go.
McDonald's, Wendy's, or Taco Bell?
Oh, and I got a drink for the last one because I was, I
Um,
had, yeah, and I don't know who had, who didn't have Game of Thrones. Okay, we got a drink, Mike. Apologies, Sandra.
no worries. I'm gonna just drink with you just because.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I believe that you are drinking, even if I can't confirm it.
No, you. Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm drinking. Okay. I'm gonna have to go between McDonald's, Wendy's, and Taco Bell. I'm gonna have to go Wendy's.
Okay.
You got fresh cut fries.
I understand. I don't know. I just like Taco Bell. Like that's rooted deep in my old party culture, and now it's. I don't know. I love it. And then McDonald's. It's nostalgic more so for me. So yeah, Wendy's.
All right. Ross.
Oh, McDonald's easy.
Yeah. Do you want to add on anything?
I mean, when's the last time you had a hot burger from McDonald's? It's all sitting in a freaking fridge now.
I actually
remember
live
getting
by a
double
nice
cheeseburgers
McDonald's.
After high school, I'd get my $1 double cheeseburger, and it was always hot. Everything at McDonald's is like lukewarm out of the fridge or
I
whatever.
like lukewarm.
Their fries are sometimes all right though. So
Yeah.
I love Taco Bell though. I will die for Taco Bell.
Okay. MC Lauren says Wendy's has gone way downhill. I just want to say, like, I went a whole year without eating fast food, and the only thing that like made me like oh my god, I need this is when I would drive by Wendy's. I don't know. They must put crack in the fries or something. But there was something about it that like made the dopamine in my brain go crazy. But the other fast food restaurants don't have. So Wendy's is safe in my. For me. I'm gonna go Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell when I'm like drunk, like really drunk. But like after I got done with like college in my 20s, I don't really go to the bars. I don't go to Taco Bell after the bars anymore. So I don't really eat Taco Bell very much these days. So I'm going Taco Bell. Get rid of it. Mikey P.
I'm gonna say Wendy's. McDonald's has the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Taco Bell has the Mexican pizza. I can't think of one thing that Wendy's makes me crave, so I'm gonna.
That burger's the
enough.
best.
Sherry.
Who doesn't love Taco Bell diarrhea? I mean, it's a given. You're going to get it. You eat the Taco Bell. You can cut out the middleman and just throw it in the toilet. But who doesn't love Taco Bell diarrhea? So Taco Bell is safe. I like McDonald's, Ross, and the one over here on the east side. Maybe you're too fancy to venture across the bridge and come to the east side. Serves hot food.
It's so
Okay.
expensive for what it is. It's ridiculous.
If nothing else is gonna scratch the itch of a Big Mac or a McNugget. Nothing else is gonna scratch that itch.
We'll have a Ross rant next week on McDonald's.
As long as there's no curse words.
All I'm gonna say is when they do the Cavs versus Nuggets challenge, nobody ever gets Wendy's nuggets.
Exactly. See? Speaking truths up there.
All right.
McDonald's nuggets are fire.
See?
I'm not dissing it completely. Just compared to these other two, it's an easy call.
All right, Roger. We've had a lot of banter. What you are a man that clearly enjoys food.
Hey, let's ask the fat guy. Look, when I pull through the Wendy's on Monroe Falls Avenue at 91, I just say the usual. Um, my kids love the biggie bags, and then they love McDonald's. Which, you know what? I just opened a beer at 11:17, and it's a 9% vicious. That's the only thing I have left in the cooler is like 5 of them
Beaches.
because I avoid them every time I go in the cooler. And I need a crunch wrap on Thursday mornings more times than you guys fucking know. Oh!
Oh.
Oh,
our
number
Queen
2
Joe.
F bomb.
Hello, Jacob? Damn it, twice.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on YouTube, but that will never happen again. All right, well, hold on. Oh, YouTube
Am I
said it's
done?
okay. No, you're back. You're back.
Oh,
Do you want
Did I
to
get-
finish your thought?
I got fired again. Oh,
I think we're, making a joke, trying to be funny, trying to entertain.
yeah, but I got to feed my kids. I'm going to get fired. No more McDonald's drive-through for 'em. Today I had a McDouble from McDonald's. Like I ordered a grill special. It's like one of the best McDonald's burgers I had in forever. So
You're going.
I'm gonna have to say, other than Thursday mornings after this, I never eat Taco Bell. So I'm gonna have to kick Taco Bell out.
All right. Well, thank you for that conclusive answer. Where do we stand? I think Roger and me went Taco Bell. Sherry went Wendy's. Lysandra went
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Yeah, I was the only one that said McDonald's.
Ross. Yeah, Ross. You have to drink.
Man, you guys got no taste.
Hey,
Thank
do you
God
guys-
it's not me.
I think MC Lawrence is trying to say Roger isn't fat. He's just husky. But he said Roger is a fat. He's just husky.
I thought he was calling Roger
Hey.
a fat husky.
Hey, MC,
MC Lawrence has been drinking right along with us.
MC, either way, thank you.
All right. Okay, it's going to get tougher in round 2. Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Barry, Jim Schwartz. Ross, we're going to start with you on this one.
Oh,
I'm going Schwartz because Kevin Stefanski got us the playoff win. Andrew Barry does his magic with the salary cap. I got no ties to Jim Schwartz yet. We haven't played a damn game.
Okay. For me, Andrew Barry is he's been amazing. He's proven his worth. He's in the safe column. And then I'm picking between Schwartz and Stefanski, and it's very simple. Schwartz has proven it, and I think Kevin's going to prove it very soon. But because he hasn't quite proven it yet, I know you said he won a playoff game, but he really wasn't there for that playoff game. So I'm not giving him too much credit for that. I'm going Jim Schwartz, which means, Kevin Stefanski is the one I'm kicking to the curb. Mikey P.
I'm going to kick Stefanski to the curb just because he's more handsome than I am. So just for that reason, I can't. He's got to go. My wife likes him, and I can't have that.
every wife likes him.
Oh, and sorry, Lena, if you're watching. I did not mean to. You know what? The only reason I eliminated him is because I think you're awesome, and the fact that you love Kevin Stefanski gave me fits, so I had to eliminate him to get rid of the competition. Sherry.
I am getting rid of Schwartz because somebody who gave me reasons to believe to be frightened about getting rid of Stefanski has my phone number and knows where I live, so I don't want to upset her.
Oh, you're talking about. Okay, got it. Roger.
I'm firing Kevin Stefanski.
That's 3-2 now. So, why are you firing Kevin?
Just out of my choices. That's just I'm firing Kevin. He just thinks he's so smug.
Smug.
All right, well, Sandra.
So, didn't Stefanski you said he wasn't there for the playoff win. That was the one he coached from the basement, right?
That's correct.
That's gangster. I'm going to have to get rid of Schwartz and go with Ross because I haven't seen what he's done yet. And I think that going into the new season with Deshaun Watson for an entire season, I think Stefanski has a whole playbook of wondrous things for us to see.
Okay, well, it's a 3-3.
draw.
It's 3-3 tie, which means we're gonna do a
Then we all
waterfall.
drink, right?
Ross, we're all gonna start chugging, and Ross.
Well, I
you're
just finished. This is it for me, so give me a
gonna
quick
get another beer
waterfall.
then.
All right.
We hold on. The rules are we all start drinking. I can't stop till Ross stops. Mikey, you can't stop till I stop. Sherry, you can't stop till Mikey stops. Ross, Roger, you guys keep drinking until Sherry does, and obviously, Sandra, you're.
Should I turn on my camera? I mean, I'm feeling uninhibited now.
I mean,
You're fine.
I
And her
don't-
underpants.
I don't want to
I need
get
a drink. I need
canceled.
another drink.
You're not gonna get canceled.
Monetized.
Okay. Look, hi.
Oh,
It's not terrible.
Okay.
It's just this thing might come off, and then then
Oh,
it
We're
will
gonna have
be
a-
a clean
We're
cat.
gonna have a Super Bowl.
If that happens, we'll get demonetized, and you'll win a chuggy.
first
But look, I have been
Chuggy,
drinking, and
Hey.
it's been wine, so you
I
guys
think Mikey.
mess me
I think
up.
Mikey P's putting on his nightgown and getting a glass of wine.
I am.
This is mom life right here.
Oh,
We
I
got
can't wait-
everything covered.
can't wait to
Okay.
get to the
All right.
next ones. Okay,
There he
are
is.
we ready?
All right.
We're gonna do waterfall.
Mike's
Ross,
wife
start
is
us
yelling at him because he's on past 11 o'clock.
Oh nope, the waterfall. Oh, Sherry wasn't done. I don't know what the order was.
I burnt my face.
No,
If I
Oh,
turn
yeah.
on wine, I'm
So-
gonna pass out.
no, you're
From,
good.
from that angle, I don't know that Jerry was actually actively taking in.
I
liquid.
was until I burnt my face and then I stopped.
All right, we'll allow it. Okay, we're gonna move on to number 2. I'm gonna start this one. Okay, alcohol combined with marijuana, whichever is your poison, or maybe both. The internet, or because it's a clean show, which you guys have defiled this clean show, but I'm gonna keep it clean. Making whoopee.
Yeah, I blew that whole thing out of the water.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. We had some power issues and we lost internet, and I can't not have internet. Like that's like the biggest thing that I can't not have. Obviously, the making whoopee thing is extremely important. So if I had to give up like alcohol or drugs for like a short period of time, or even a longer period of time, I think that would be the easiest to get rid of. So that's gonna be my answer. Mikey P.
I'm gonna go alcohol and drugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're never going to have you on the Dawg Chug again.
No, I'd give those up first.
Sherry.
I need the internet.
Okay. I am a whoopee camel, so I am getting rid of that. I can't live without drugs. What is wrong with you? An internet? I cannot survive this realm without drugs and internet. So
Okay.
goodbye, whoopee.
Got it. Roger.
I've married 10 years. I did a couple stints. That would be, I get by. Especially with internet.
With the internet.
Especially with the internet. I get by. No problem.
2 for 1.
Right.
So,
I'm going. Whoopi's out.
okay.
I get by.
Goodbye. Sandra.
All right. You said between alcohol and weed, internet and
The
Making
alcohol and the
whoopee.
weed is combined. thing.
That's
Whatever
combined?
it's poison.
yeah, no. I'm gonna get rid of the internet. I need whoopee and I need alcohol and weed.
The
Okay.
internet.
But then you can't watch the Dawg Chug. Doesn't even make sense. All right, Ross.
This is a good one, but I'm giving up the alcohol, marijuana. I mean, I didn't have that in one of the other categories for several years of my life, and I survived. But you need the internet.
Okay. Then I think, Lysandra, you're the only one.
Are you serious right now? Man, screw the internet. I will drink all this wine for that.
You can't even have a job without the internet right now.
That's true, but I mean,
Yeah, I just got a new
I can
job.
make
Hey,
my own
sorry, I
internet
don't
if
use
I'm
the
high
internet. You're fired.
The internet or Dawg Chug and Lysandra in her nightgown. Whatever.
I'm just saying, like, I can make my own internet when I'm high enough. So
All right. Mikey, this is going to be a tough one, but you're going to have to give us, an answer. I'm sorry. It landed on you. But the Dawg Chug host, Andy, Ross, or Roger? Who are you eliminating?
I'm gonna eliminate Ross just because he's younger. He'll bounce back faster than the other guy. So I'll say Ross. He'll land on his feet.
Okay. Sherry.
Well, you need Roger because clearly somebody has to fall asleep during the show. And
Somebody has to fall asleep and not pay attention.
Andy seems to be a driving force. Unfortunately, I'm going with Mikey P. Ross is young. Look at how adorable he is. He can bounce back. He can do whatever the hell he wants. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you loose, Ross. Be free. Be free.
I could pull a net and just leave because two people voted on me.
Roger.
I'm going with me.
Get rid of yourself.
Every time I watch a Dawg Chug, I think this would be a lot better if I weren't on it.
Sandra.
okay, can you repeat the options again?
Wow. Yeah. it's me, Roger, or Ross.
You, Roger, or Ross? I got socks from Ross, and his socks rock. So, and then
5 votes.
And then Andy, you're awesome. Roger, you're awesome. But I'm gonna have to go with Roger because sometimes he passes out when like the really funny joke happens, and then he wakes up and then the ship has sailed. So.
I make the funny jokes happen. I don't deliver the funny jokes. I make the funny jokes happen. That means you guys are making fun of me. And that's
Roger, you're
I love
you're a total male version of me. I can fall asleep in two minutes flat. You can ask my husband. He'll be talking to me and I'm done.
All right, Ross.
Oh, I'm taking myself out. I was not on the original Dawg Chug. I joined later on.
But I already got fired tonight twice.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna. Wow. Okay, I got Roger. He's probably gonna be the first one to die, so I'm just gonna.
You're right there, Andy.
Well, technically, he got fired. So.
Hey, great point. You throw me in a volcano.
I will say though,
I will say, that 10,000 years ago, you threw my ass in a volcano. Guys, like
I tried so hard to make these dumb bits, but like the magic that happens is between just the banter and the fun, and you guys both make it happen. So I don't. If my dumb Dawg Chug update lines didn't happen, I don't think it would eliminate anything from the show. It'd still be amazing. So I should eliminate myself, but I can't do that because you guys eliminate yourselves, and that'd be lame. So I'm going Roger.
Hey, Dawg Chug wouldn't
solidarity,
exist.
Though. Way to go, Andy.
Dawg Chug wouldn't cease to exist if one of us three left.
Yeah. Okay, now this one's a little different. One's got to stay. So I'm gonna list 3 things, and you got to pick which one should stay. Anthony Schwartz, Tommy Togiai, Demetric Felton. Sherry, go.
Schwartz, gotta go.
No, it's who
Damn
stays.
Damn it.
Who will be on the Browns this season? Anthony Schwartz, Tommy Togiai, or Demetric Felton?
Felton. Felton will be on the Browns.
Okay. Roger?
I'm going Demetrius Felton just on one play that I've seen him create.
Can you say that again, please?
What's that?
What name did you utter?
I said, in between my incoherency, I said Demetric Felton.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Based on one play that he did the 360 and he ran for a touchdown. Because that's all the evidence out of the 3 of them that I have. Anybody can make a fucking play in the NFL.
Oh, geez. The clean show, Roger.
Roger.
Oh,
Apparently, we see who the problem is.
I think you better answer your phone. Jacob's calling. Wasabi.
No.
Felton.
Felton is the guy that stays.
Yes.
You want to back that up with any rationale?
Simply because I'm agreeing with Roger right now.
Okay.
It's been a long night.
We only have two more.
That's okay. I'm here for it.
Ross.
Oh, it's Felton. I mean, we got replacements for Schwartz and we got replacements for Togiai. Easy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be drinking on this one. First of all, Tommy Togiai is a jag. He's never going to. He'll get cut and he'll make a practice squad. He'll never play in the NFL down. I don't believe in him at all. But I got to say, like, Anthony Schwartz actually has some potential where if, like, the guy got injured or something, he could maybe make the team. I've always hated that draft pick, but I think he has the most talent out of these three. So I'm going Anthony Schwartz if I have to keep one of these guys because I just don't think Demetri Felton is anything special. And the Browns are going to add another running back, so he doesn't have a chance of making this roster. So I'm going Anthony Schwartz, and I'm going to drink. Okay. We're going to do some movies, pick which one's got to go, or back to which one's got to go. Roger, I believe you'll have seen all these movies, I hope. Shawshank Redemption, Braveheart, Pulp Fiction, Die Hard.
It's an easy one for me. Definitely Braveheart, man. I mean, it's a good movie, but yeah, like, you know what? The Scottish are just like Irish hillbillies. So Braveheart, I'm choosing Braveheart.
Okay. Well, Sandra.
This is my kind of question, and I'm going to have to go with Braveheart because Shawshank was just an awesome movie. Pulp Fiction is actually one of my all-time favorite movies.
Best movie. So
and Die Hard is freaking Die Hard. Like,
Die Hard.
Yes, I mean, Braveheart is a great movie, but isn't that movie like 3 hours long or something like that? I didn't even make it through the whole thing. Like, it's great. There's war scenes and all that, but I'm with Roger on this one. Braveheart could go.
Ross.
Oh,
I may not have a job
Braveheart
tomorrow.
Elimination here. Every other movie I've watched more than once. I've only watched Braveheart once. I'd never had the desire to watch it again. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie, but the other ones are so rewatchable, and that's what makes them so great.
Okay, well, I might be drinking on this one again. Die Hard, I mean, my goodness. The joy of watching the movie, oh, I'm so drunk, for the first time was so amazing. And Pulp Fiction, one of the best movies ever made. I just, I've watched Braveheart like 20 times. It's one of those movies that gets me fired up. I love it. And I love Shawshank Redemption. It's one of my favorite movies, like in the top 10, but it doesn't fire me up like the other three do. So I'm going to eliminate Shawshank and I'm going to chug Mikey P.
It's not going to be Pulp Fiction. I mean, when you got a wallet that says badass motherfucker on it.
Damn it! Oh, shit.
Got to keep that one in there.
See, now
There's so many one-liners. Die Hard, one of the best Christmas movies ever.
Absolutely.
Shawshank Redemption's on TNT at least once a day. I feel like every time it's on TNT, it's on. It's a great movie, has a great ending. And Braveheart, I think I've only seen one time, and I'm not a huge Mel Gibson guy. So I'll go Braveheart.
He's a POS, by the way.
We just all know the one clip. Nobody's actually watched Braveheart.
Okay.
I've never seen Braveheart. I've never really cared for Mel Gibson. We know who doesn't like us.
Terrible.
Terrible. The other movies are great, especially Shawshank, because that's a local flick, because it was filmed in Mansfield in the reformatory. The poop tube is still there. You could see it. You could look through the poop tube. Super fun. Pulp Fiction. That's actually how I met Dr. Kate when I was 14. Go figure. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
We have this.
All right. Now, last, get rid of one. One's got to go. This is, Roger, this is for you. Electricity, running water, or indoor plumbing?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you give me electricity and running water, I can make my own indoor plumbing. The rest of you go bugger off.
He's British all of a sudden.
So I'm going to say indoor plumbing because believe me, I make my own indoor plumbing. So.
All right,
Yeah.
Sandra.
So I have to get rid of either electricity, water, or plumbing.
Yes.
Indoor plumbing, which is important.
Oh,
That's your
indoor
shower, that's your
plumbing.
toilet. Yeah.
This is true,
Yeah.
but Roger
Yeah,
makes a
hell,
valid.
outhouses.
Your
You make
outdoor
a
plumbing is
valid
where your
point.
running water is.
I'm gonna have to go with the plumbing because, like Roger said, you got the electricity and the water. You could make do and be crafty, and I am crafty.
See,
Nice.
right here is where you should have sought technical advice.
All right, Ross.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy one. Indoor plumbing has to go. You need water to survive. You need electricity to have fun. I could shit in the woods and pee at the shed. And
Whoa!
All right. At least it wasn't the only one.
You guys made me feel like crap about saying the F word earlier, and Roger's done it twice, and Ross
my
is
first one there.
all right.
You
You
just
got
have to keep it less than 10. Less than 10.
Apparently, we swear way more than I thought we did on this show. It's amazing.
We're up to like 6. That's nothing.
We're gonna keep count from now on, and it's gonna be an amazing thing. We do. We're gonna see if we can minimize our
We can have a
swear.
swear jar.
You should put a visual
Dog
on
Chug
the
gonna have a
Dawg Chug.
swear jar.
I think we should.
You should have a live like cuss count on the Dawg Chug window.
Cuss count. There we
Yeah.
go. There we go. Now get some YouTube views.
Oh, they're Network 206 is gonna fire all of us. Don't worry, Roger. You're gonna. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is easy. I wish we didn't end on such an easy one. I need electricity so I can be on the internet. I need water. Plumbing, I could do without for a little while. So I'm going indoor plumbing. Mikey P.
I'm going to go indoor plumbing too. A bear can shit in the woods. So it's got to work.
All right. Jerry?
This one is very upsetting to me because I
Wow.
regularly thank the greater good for indoor plumbing, but you need running water to facilitate movement down pipes, right? So it's like they fight each other.
Yeah.
So isn't running water part of indoor plumbing?
You have a well.
But that's not running. Is it well running?
A well does run, yes.
Okay. So I mean,
She's getting all scientific on us.
I'll poop in the shower like you heathens. So I'm getting rid of indoor plumbing.
All right.
And,
Jerry is all about pooping in the shower. Wow. I don't know. I mean, Roger, you know what? I think we're going to have you back on as the Dawg Chug goes. I don't think I can handle that.
Sherry, that statement just got you fired.
hey, truth
By
hurts.
the way, give Sherry a Chucky for the best fire.
I think I did pretty good. Considering the alcohol intake tonight.
Yeah,
My vocabulary.
everyone did amazing. Yes. And you know what? We're going to close out the show. Mikey P, thank you so much for coming on. Everyone go check out the Yard Dawgs. You were awesome. You fit in with the show. I'd love, for you to have us on your show so we can cross-pollinate a little bit.
He's not going to invite you.
Roll with it. Sometimes people come on here and they know what to do. You knew what to do. I have to pee. Sherry and Lysandra, thank you for coming on. We always like the women, come on and give their opinions. So we're not just a couple of lame white dudes throwing out our dumb opinions. Yeah, you guys make us awesome. So I appreciate it. Ross, Roger, I appreciate both of you. I'm so drunk. Everyone, tune in to next week's Dawg Chug. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think, I hope. And I'm going to Vegas tomorrow, so Let's hear some good Vegas.
Woo!
Win big.
Yes. All right. Well,
Hey,
everyone, if
I want you, Andy. I want you to put $5 on 55 red.
55 is not a number on the roulette table, you heathen.
That's Roberto Perez's number.